Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of
The English Couple.
The English Couple. Yes. And today, another sunny day.
Beautiful.
We've not been out for a while, have we?
No.
We've had a few circumstances that have prevailed on us and
Yes.
prevented us. There we are. Different words from the dictionary. You can use them at your leisure. We do.
You can pick other words if you like. That's
Yes.
fine too.
Lots of different ones in there. Quite a few. Anyway, we are... Oh, where are we?
But we're...
Crossbush, aren't we?
That's it.
Just at Crossbush in Sussex. Just in between Worthing, that way, and...
Arundel that way.
Yes. And we're going for a walk in a woods. Now, we did a walk in the woods the last video we did.
Yes, but this time we're just filming this.
Yes, we're not filming my other nonsense. So we're in some woods which is running parallel to the old A27. I'm going to turn the camera around so you get a good glimpse of them. So there's a little road that comes down off the main road just above Arundel, and you can slip down here, park up, people do, and there's a public footpath. It's a bit windy, so I'm glad we're going into the woods because...
Protect
the
mics
mics from the wind. But there's some charming little houses and people have got their horses around here, haven't they, Julia?
Ponies and horses and all sorts of lovely things. So quite a few different stables up here.
And the village itself is absolutely gorgeous. It's very charming, isn't it?
Yes.
And of course this bit of road used to be part of the old A27. But they bypassed it, and I should think the people in the houses are very chuffed that happened.
I sure would be if I lived there.
Yeah, I bet. So we came up here last week with the intention of filming here, but unfortunately some idiot forgot not only the media card but also the box bit, the media box that goes on the GoPro that we use. And yeah, that idiot just happens to be here. Look at this amazing oak tree, look at this. Wow, how about that? And it's so tall and straight. You know, so I wonder if that is not a sessile. Is it a sessile as opposed to a peduncular?
I think you might be right, yes. Pedunculate.
And there's lots of them around here at this bit, but this is actually mostly hazel. It's a sort of hazel plantation. Yes. And we're going to wander up.
This one.
Here we go.
And these little leaves coming out.
So we're filming in April. Last time we filmed all of this down here was very wet.
Yes.
And muddy. It's dried out a bit.
It
and
has.
we took a little diversion, didn't we? Weaving up there. But
way.
Before we do that, come over here, cause there's a lovely little pondette. It's not really a pond. I don't know whether it's an actually dug out pond or whether it's supposed to be here, but it's a nice little water feature. And Julia's going to demonstrate swimming in the water, but not here.
No. It does look lovely, little lagoon type thing.
Absolutely. It's nice now. The temperature is a lot finer. Finer? What does that mean?
Brighter? More
warmer,
beautiful?
Warmer. The temperature is a lot warmer now. So it's just nice to get out, you know, a bit of sunshine. We've had some miserable weather recently, haven't we?
We have.
And
Has been pretty rotten.
it's just nice. It's nice to get out into the country again and feel the trees.
Yes.
Where are you pointing at? Oh, there you go.
I've got a lot to learn.
So these are the
These are hazel.
hazel, and they come in their stools.
Look at that.
These stools here, the stumps in which they grow from, and you can cut them, and as long as you keep the stool, more shoots will come up, and it's just joyous.
The stool being the bit of trunk they leave at the bottom.
But if you venture over here, look, you'll see the remnants of old oak trees. They were old when they were cut, and they're pretty rotten now. But, you know, big old oak tree here. And that's what they would do, is they would share You'd have, you know,
They'd
typical...
share nutrients, you mean?
Well, no, it's that they would share the space, is what I'm trying to get. You'd have some oak trees in amongst a hazel wood, or a different, you know, 1 or 2 different varieties. I think there's some birch in here as well. And there is a reason why they did that. I can't remember what it was now. I read up on, oh, I mustn't lose the path. I read up on old Matey's book, whose name now, you know what it's like? You know something, you read a book, you talk about it for ages, then you stop talking about it and everything. He was a leading, he only died in the 80s, I think. He was a leading ecologist, and I can't remember his sodding name. He wrote Wildwood, which is a famous book of his, beautiful book. Talks about all the woodlands of England and why they're here and how woods came about. And he is a really good bloke, but I can't remember his name. If I remember to put it, I'll put it on the screen. Sometimes I forget.
Is that a bluebell down there? Yes. And a little bluebell. And these ones are coming out too. Lovely.
And one of the things that he was really hot on, this chap whose name I can't remember, I wish I could, is the landscape features, like here, the banks. So that might have been somebody else's domain or a bit of land, and this side would have been somebody else's domain. But over the years, they may have now bought them up, and so you end up with this hazelwood all on one side.
I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but if you step back slightly.
It runs all the way up there.
Yeah. Let me see it better from down here. It's just like a slight furrow now, isn't it? That's all.
Yes. I mean, it could be that it's here for drainage, but they're usually much deeper. And they can date back to 1600s. I must reread. I must remember his name. I must reread the book. But it's absolutely wonderful. And another oak tree here in a semi-clearing. Julia was desperate to have a hug, I imagine.
Yep. Some lovely bluebells over there as well. Pick my round to the best, my way round to the most appropriate part. Ah, not to bury my microphone.
Isn't that lovely? And if I venture around, we discover her on the other side, look.
Did I move?
Nope. I seem to have got something in my head. I think...
Apart from the scabs?
Yes.
Oh, picked up a twig.
Yes, I did. I lacerated myself this morning.
Rather savagely.
Which was a little silly.
Bless your heart.
So this is managed woodland, of course. And it's beautiful to see, you know, managed woodland. Hazel's very handy because it grows up very straight like that. I can't remember now what they used to use it for. Probably poles, pea poles, and gardening, farming, making fences, probably.
Oh yes,
all
hedges.
Those hedges, hedge laying, all of that. And it's a sort of forgotten art, really. Although you see it now coming back, which I think is brilliant. And do you know, I have a sneaky feeling that these old crafts that are on the verge of disappearing are actually going to come back. I have a sneaky feeling with what troubles we have in the world that people will be moving away from just technology. We'll still embrace technology, but I do feel that people are going to want to reconnect with the world. Another one of these old troughs.
Delineations.
Yeah, so it might be just a drainage ditch, of course, because they're not that deep. The normal delineations are deeper, really.
Oops. Yeah, they certainly would have been deeper before, but being left, probably slowly filled in.
What's nice, we're away from the wind here, and every now and again you hear the creaking of the trees, and that's quite lovely. It's like being on a boat in a way.
I wonder what happened to this one. Something's gnawed away at the bark and left parts of the centre exposed. Still alive though. It's a sycamore.
Yeah, sycamore.
Sycamore. Doubted myself for a second.
You did, didn't you? As we say, you know, you step away from what your key subject is, and it's amazing how quickly things can, not that I'm saying it's a key subject, I don't know, it's funny when you turn the camera on, you start talking, you say all sorts of rubbish. Here we go, talking of all sorts of rubbish. What's she up to?
Silliness.
She is a wood spirit.
That was fun. We've got 2 trees.
Oh, my God. Spanked my head.
You're doing that old joke again.
Yeah, I did.
Silly Billy.
I thought I got away with it, but clearly I didn't.
No.
No.
Well, I've got a lovely song about hazel trees. But
You can't remember it?
no, I can remember it. But it sings about the flowers and the catkins. The red flowers and
We're
yellow
a bit
catkins.
early, aren't we, for
we
those?
Are.
I think they're going to come, obviously, but do you want to sing a bit?
Oof, something landed on my head. Yeah, just find a nice one to cuddle.
Yes.
But look,
Next
before
to
we
these
do,
uprooted
before
trees.
we do, look at that. Oak of the clay lived many a day. For if ever any has begun, something like that.
Is that the song?
Yeah, no, not the song, but yeah, it's really, really sandy clay.
Sandy
that,
soil around here.
That the oaks like, isn't it? Anyway,
We don't want to be too much in the wind, unfortunately. It's a bit windy out there, but we're all right.
hazel, hazel, merry little fellow. That's not even hazel. Flowers red and catkins yellow. In summer dance in your cap of green. I've forgotten the last line now.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to say keep going.
Of green.
I was just doing fancy
Show
filming.
me the source of the hidden stream. I remembered. It's a bit of an information about the hazel there, in the fact that you can. They're a good tree to use sticks of for dowsing for water. So yeah, they are lovely. We used to rely on them quite a bit. Beautiful rounded leaves. These what do you call it? Serrated edge.
Oh, yes. Great for making sandwiches with.
Not so great for cutting your steak, though.
No.
So there should be, later on, there'll be nice red flowers and yellow catkins hanging from these. And then after that, some lovely hazelnuts.
Yes. Yes. I wonder if they'll be... I don't think they farm hazelnuts here, but I know that people are now thinking about trees in terms of their crop, as in nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
People are sort of going back
Nuts
to
and
that as
fruit.
well, and I think that's brilliant. You know, there is this sort of there's this sort of urge to plant more trees, and all under the guise of, you know, global warming. But I don't care, even though the global warming stuff is a bit of a rubbish, it's a red herring. But if people are planting trees, that's good.
It's always a good thing.
So,
I know we were here last week but couldn't film. We had a nice walk and we noticed these 2 down trees. Didn't realise how long they'd been down for though, because look, if I go through the missing, right, don't walk through that, that's full of water.
yes, I
It looks
noticed.
dry on the top.
Yeah, did you get wet?
No, but my feet, my boots nearly stayed where they were in there.
I'm
But
glad I didn't follow you there then.
I can't remember what they call this, but when a tree falls down and it's still got some connection to the ground and the root system through part of it, it can send up, some of its branches can actually thicken and straighten up and become new trees. It's like, do they call it a phoenix tree? I think that might be the term they use. It makes sense.
Rising from the...
So you can end up with a line of 3 or 4 trees or more from one felled tree. So that's one beautiful reason to leave a tree down.
And how long do you reckon that one's been, you know, on the
Well,
ground?
actually, it's probably been down for about 15 years, I reckon, or
Yeah,
more.
because that tree,
More.
that is, yeah, I was going to say, it goes right up, look. How far that goes.
But in which case, I'm amazed at how much clay and sand has stayed around the root system down here. But that would have helped nourish everything whilst it was
One big
building
gale.
up. And no doubt it's probably sent roots down where it can, where it's touching the ground. Lovely. I didn't notice that last time.
Mind your head.
I'm only short, just a little pixie, so I am. With the old holly
and
there.
all the moss and stuff on it is lovely, isn't it? It's got its own little sock.
Yes. Look, it's got these ferns.
Are they growing out from the branches? They are. Or are they growing from the moss?
I think they're growing from the moss, from the moss bed. They're so cute. We've come across a bit of devastation.
Yes.
Hacked them down.
What a shame. They've obviously cleared a patch here. Whether that's part of, well, we'll go up to the underwood pile over there. But lots of dead wood here. Now, this is where I wish I could bring my van in and just pick up these bits, because nobody's really going to use them.
No.
But gathered up and put on the old Essie.
Yeah. Leaving them here does provide one thing, and that's the decay, and therefore
Yes.
puts more nutrients back into the ground.
No, you're quite right.
And is home to insects and all sorts of things. But 1 or 2 logs
She's dashing my hopes
wouldn't make
there.
a difference.
But she's true, but a small pile of it wouldn't do
quite.
me any harm. Wouldn't do the landscape any harm, I mean. Oops.
Ooh, stand on the twigs. That'll have me over on my butt. Bottom.
Well done. Mastered the landscape perfectly.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's a big old pile of bits and bobs, isn't it? Bits and bobs of tree. It is mostly hazel. But it does look like there's a few other bits and bobs in there. Well, we know there are because we've seen them down here.
There was some birch I noticed the last time. I didn't actually see it this time.
That tree, that was still complete. Can you see that? That whole trunk is gone now. They've come and chopped it up. I'm sure that was still a tree there.
Hang on, I'm coming, my dear, I'm coming. What a beautiful area to explore.
I am the tree.
From there to there. Well,
I must be imagining things, because this doesn't look like it was cut this week.
No.
Maybe
No,
I just
and
saw,
that looks much older down here.
yeah, maybe I just saw the root there and assumed the whole tree was there.
But look, that would make a fine thing.
Could make a few nice chopping boards out of that, couldn't it?
Yeah.
But try and crack.
We were
tomorrow,
talking to a gentleman the other day who was telling us that there's a place in, I think it's Switzerland or Sweden it might be, that grows oaks purposely so that you can use them in making buildings and things.
Timber frame buildings, lovely.
Yes, should we wander down that way?
Yes, let's.
And the thing about it is they have a 100-year cycle at this factory. So for every tree they take out, they plant 2. I think that's brilliant. And and so their turnaround is every 100 years. But they've obviously got a big enough plantation to have enough wood coming in and growing up and going out over that 100-year period. And you could certainly, it's one of those places that I guess if you're looking after the wood, you've got a job for life.
Just saw my first non-cabbage white butterfly.
Ah.
Tiny little thing with lots of colour. Beautiful. Got a bit excited, I did. Well, this is a nice path too. It's wide, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame all these trees are gone.
Yeah, it's a big wide expanse, but it is nice. I mean, it is like an old forest that you'd have woodland and then you'd have open areas, sort of more heathland, although this is obviously manufactured because they've cleared it. But they haven't done it fairly recently. I mean,
it's been a while.
trees are all pretty, those stumps and stuff are pretty old. We've got more delineation here.
That's a bit
Which is interesting because, as you can see, if you observe this, there's always one bank that will be higher. Julia's lying down in it. I hope it's not damp. There's always one bank higher than the other.
There's always one idiot lying in the ditch.
There's always an idiot.
I did think as I sat down, I wonder if there's water underneath these leaves. There might be, but I'm not soaking yet. No, we're good. Anyway, I just thought I'd show the
Show the scale of it.
and actually it's really comfortable. I'd sleep there overnight.
It won't be long now before somewhere like here will have a carpet of bluebells.
Ah,
And,
yes.
Look at that tree there, look.
I'm
How
told-
that one very long tree has grown through the branches. I imagine they're both oaks, are they? Or is one an ash?
One's
One's
might
grown.
be an ash.
Look up there, see? That is
It
remarkable.
looks considerably different to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love interaction between the trees like this. It's just the the amazingness of nature. Nature's way.
Nature's way.
Let's go get a closer look, eh?
Yeah.
I can see we're both itching.
I know. Trying to work out what it is.
Just don't step on the little plants. Look at that. Beautiful. Is that a baby ash or something?
And there's holly down here, so all round here, ancient. So it's not
This?
ash, is
Wow,
it?
look
Or
at
is
this. It's one of these, I think.
What's one of those? I'm just showing everybody that it's going through these branches. What a journey that has grown up to be. Oh, yes, it's a hazelnut tree.
Not hazelnut. It's
not horse
chestnut,
chestnut.
isn't it? No, but it's got
Oh,
these.
chestnut.
Chestnut.
Yes.
I was going to say it's got these all around
Yes,
it.
sorry, it's a chestnut tree.
These
So many
little
bloody
baby
nuts
leaves.
to think about, and we are two of them.
Look at that.
And look at this.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice.
There she goes, look.
Got to get another tree.
Well,
held
we've
in
done
with the oak.
22 minutes, my dear.
Oh look, nests up there. It looks like some of the little twigs
Oh,
that
yeah.
that grown out of the top of the branches have been used as nests or something. Because there's a lot of debris inside it. I'm probably just making up tosh.
Well, it sounded good to me.
Excellent, I like it. Do you reckon we can get back that way, or do we go back the way we came, or?
Well, I reckon we could get back the way we came. And we probably can get back that way, although it's difficult to... I think in a wood like this, you could easily get lost.
Easily, unless you know it's like the back of your hand.
Yes. How many fingers have I got on? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've explored this wonderful wood. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with us.
Yes.
We've enjoyed it.
We have.
So,
Always do.
yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Oh, and in the meantime, if you're interested in Richard's other channel,
Oh, yes. I've been a naughty boy and had a strike on my YouTube
you haven't been a
channel.
naughty boy, Dave's been a naughty platform.
Yes, they've just disowned me for a week, but I will be back very soon.
Truthful thing, well,
But meanwhile, I am on rumble.com/users
And or
/Vobes.
and or richardvobes.com.
Yeah, but anyway.
Just to say.
And don't forget, Julia's got her own channel as well.
Oh yes, I have. Not very interesting.
It is very interesting.
I'm there.
Yes. Anyway, till the next time, thanks for watching from us.
Thank you for joining us, and bye for now.
Bye.